Hello everyone, good morning. In this video we'll see how to work with radio button in Angular. So for that I'll be going to use Angular Material. So Angular Material is a built-in library that is available for Angular to develop attractive and responsive web pages. So to add that we need to execute one command in for the at the project level. So you need to run this command ng add angular material. So it will download all the angular material related library and then we can make use of that. So it will ask some question like what kind of theme we want, because it is basically related to provide interactive pages, good color and style is good style for that. So I'm going to use the second one, deep purple amber. So let's hit enter. It is asking for the recognized gesture and it will download hammer.js file for that. Let's say yes. For browser and animation, let's say yes. And it will download all the libraries that we need. So once the download will be completed, then we'll keep on adding the modules which is required for us in our app modules.ts file, and then we can start using that. So for that we need to add this material radio module in our app module.ts file. So this is the location, angular material, angular slash material. This is the location where all the modules will be there. So let's add the material radio button, radio module, and we need to add this in import section also, so that angular will recognize this material whenever we start using in our application. So let's save this. So in HTML we'll add the radio button related template. So let me copy and paste this. So this is the template for that. So radio button will be in a group, because suppose we want to select some gender from a group, male or female. We want to select some cities, something like that. So I'll be making use of that. So for that, already I have some cities, so I'm trying to use this cities list from here. So for that, let's add some attribute in this. So this is the material group. It is saying that whatever the material radio button will be here, so this all belongs to a group. So for that, let's give the name of the material group, that is name equal to city. These all belongs to city group. And here I have a list of cities, so I don't know how much the length of this array will be. So in that case I'll use a structural directive for loop to create radio button itself. So for that I'll use star ng for, as I discussed in previous video, equal to, and here we'll declare one variable that would be city of cities, and then the value of each radio button will be the city. So for that, here I'll use property binding, and this will keep the value of each button. So this is the value attribute for radio button, and this will be the city which I'll select here, city. So this is the each city. If I'm selecting this radio button, the city will be the value for this. So here it is done. Let me save and let's see the output for this. So at browser, here it is displaying, name is not displaying. Let's see. Okay, here I have to give the radio button label name also, and that is the city. And here I'll give one label for city, and select city. Let's use this, select city. Okay, so these are the radio button which we have. These are the button. So once we click, it will be displaying the color. So the color which is displaying here, this we have selected while downloading the Angular material. So these are the theme for this. So how to handle this radio button is, suppose I want to get the name which I have selected for these radio button. So what I'll do, in mat radio group section, I'll add two-way binding. That would be, let me format like this. So here I'll use the two-way binding syntax which we have seen last video, that is ng model, and here I'll assign this value. So whatever value will be of any of the selected checkbox, that will be assigned to this variable which I'm giving here. So I'm giving here as city, selected city, and this variable I need to declare in our component here in this. So let's declare this variable, and this is of a string type. So whatever value I'll select, so that will be assigned to this variable, and I'm trying to print this value in HTML so that we can see that this value is selected. For that, let me, and here I'll give as a label name as selected value, selected city for radio button. So this is the selected city. So once I'll click any of radio button, so that value will be assigned to this variable because this is two-way binding, and from this component, this variable I'm reading here in this HTML piece of code. So I'm reading this value here. So let's see that. Let's save it. So is there anything which I need to do? No, I'm good. Let's save all and let's refresh the page. It is giving some error. Let's see what it is. Set attribute element ng model is for the name. Set attribute on element. Okay. Okay, this is the mistake which I made here. So okay, now it will be happy. Still ng model since a known property of mat radio group can't bind ng model. Oh, again I made one mistake. This is ng, not na. Okay, now it is good. So once I'll select any of the radio button, so that value will be displayed here. See, whatever value I'm selecting here, it is displaying here. And not only this, you can also handle for each select event in your component. For example, suppose I'm trying to handle change event for this. So here I'll apply change. I'll handle change event, and I can do anything whatever we want. So for that, this is one event change, and any change of this value, this is not the right place to do. Change is happening here. Yeah, my radio group, correct, here itself. So whatever value is being changed, so I'll handle this, handle radio button event, and here I'll pass the event which is being occurred for this radio button group event. And let me copy this, and I'll create one method here with the same name, and here I'll take this event event, and I can give alert for this, that what was the event. Okay, so here I have taken this. Let me save all and let me execute this. So whenever I'll select the any of the button, so whatever the event will be there, so that will be that we can also handle. So here it is giving the event, so that event is of object type, that's why it is not showing anything instead of object. So let's see how we can handle those. So we can go in source section here and we can put a debugger here and then click on this button, and let's see what object we have for this. So here we can see this is the event and this is the source and this is the value for the selected one. So if you want to directly get the value, we can get from here. As in source, there is a lot of property, that what is the name of the attribute and other stuff. So all these are not needed as of now. So directly we can use the value which are selected. So we can display the value here also. So here in component, instead of alerting event, we can just alert the event.value, and let's save it. Then based on the selection of each, so whenever we select, let me refresh it. So whenever we select any value, so it will give that value. Or if you want to handle any operation on based on the change of that, so we can handle inside component here whatever whatever things we want to do on the click of event for a particular value, so we can do here. For example, suppose if any button is going to change here, so based on the changes we want to hit one API and get the data from backend. So here we can call that API with this value and we can get data from the API. Any scenario can be like this. So this is the way we can read the property. So this is the value we are setting, whatever the current value is there, that is setting to the property, and that value we are reading from mat radio group. So make sure that you are doing everything in the group, because whatever the value of every radio button will be, that will be associated with this group, because this all radio button is indicating to this group, and whatever the value will be, that we can read from here. We can do anything from here, either we can handle change event or anything we can do from here. So guys, this much from this radio button, and next video we'll see about checkboxes and toggle button. So thanks for watching, have a good day.